In this video, I am going to teach you how to export your video, how to export your project using Adobe Media Encoder. I am going to teach you how to export your video using Adobe Media Encoder. This process is simple and seamless. So let's get straight into it. Now, this is my project that I am working inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. All I need to do is I have to go to the export place. Once I'm done with my settings here, instead of clicking export, I am not going to click on export. I'm going to do what? Click on queue. I'm going to do what? Click on queue. So once I click on queue, it is going to automatically take me to Adobe Media Encoder. You have to make sure that you have Adobe Media Encoder installed inside your system. You have to make sure that you have Adobe Media Encoder installed inside your system. You can see, so it has transferred my project to Adobe Media Encoder. So all I need to do, this is the project here, all I need to do is click on the start button. So once I click on the start button, immediately my project starts exporting. So one thing you need to take into consideration is that Adobe Media Encoder and Adobe Premiere must be of the same version. If I am using Adobe Media Encoder 2021, my Premiere Pro is also going to be 2021. If I have Premiere Pro 2021, I am having another version of, if I am having Adobe Premiere Pro 2021 and I am having another version of Adobe Media Encoder 2022 or 2023 or a lesser version, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. So you need to have Adobe Premiere Pro 2021, then Adobe Media Encoder 2021, or Adobe Premiere Pro 2025, Adobe Media Encoder 2025. That is how the software works. Another interesting fact about Adobe Media Encoder is that you can see your video exporting frame by frame. You can see your video exporting frame by frame. You can see it. So in case there's any mistake, you can always stop it, go back to Adobe Premiere, make corrections and re-export it again. Another interesting fact again, while my video is exporting, I can go back to Premiere Pro and continue working on other files. I can go back to Premiere Pro and continue working on other files. So these are the interesting facts about Adobe Media Encoder. Number one, you can export your video using Adobe Media Encoder and come back to Adobe Premiere and continue your project, continue working on your project. Number two, you can see your frame, you can see your video rendering frame by frame. You can see it, you can see your video rendering frame by frame. And another thing again, you can also pause your video while it is exporting. You can pause it, you can say I pause it, you can continue, you can pause it, hibernate your system, go and come back and continue. You can go and sleep. So that is the interesting part about using Adobe Media Encoder to export your video. So if you find this video interesting, kindly comment, like and subscribe to my page. I'm going to drop in another video on video editing and audio production.